Now, I want to speak a little bit more about Madagascar. So say I win, what can I expect from this trip? How long are we going to be gone? What are we going to be doing?
Just from the word go, when we climb on the aeroplane till we land, Madagascar is, it used to be part of Gondwana land, so a long, long time ago it broke away from the Africa we know now, and it has so many similarities to South Africa and Africa, but it is in the same breath so different. So when we land at the airport, the experience starts, and it's listen, it is fourth world. You have to expect that you're going to be shocked and surprised by many things. And
what shocked and surprised you the most?
Well, I won't be as shocked and surprised as these guys when they get to the airport and they just realize how people they don't care what happens to your bags. The airplanes nearly ride over them. The people are not concerned. Everybody just wants a tip for everything, and they just got good hearts, but they do want their tip for anything. If they smiled at you, they will expect a tip. And that's what I like about Malagasys, and that they got these beautiful hearts, and they're just good people. And Andy and them are going to realize how to negotiate when somebody tells you that your visa isn't correct, and it is. And these guys are going to panic, and they're going to have some stressful moments. But
and you're going to be laughing.
I'll be laughing because the bottom line is they also like to interact. And I'm taking Andy and them to an island called St. Marie Island. It was the pirate head office for the Indian Ocean for hundreds of years. There's a pirate graveyard which I'm going to take them to. The skull and the bones is exactly what the emblem was a few thousand years ago. Wow. These guys have got on their gravestones the skull and bones as their major emblem. They're quite eerie to see. That's one of the things I'm going to show them. But they're going to be sad when they get on that airplane to fly home.
Jeez, and how long is the trip going to be?
It's a 5-day trip.
5 days.
Yeah, we leave the 18th of August, and we come back on the 22nd. And included in that trip is obviously all accommodation, all extras.
Whiskey.
There'll be some time to enjoy a few drams of our fine Three Ships whiskey as well, I'm sure.
But the nice thing about it also is that it's not too long to go in front of your boss and say, hey boss, I've got this great opportunity, I need a week off. The boss is going to be, a bit umming and ahhing. Where Andy and them were clever about it. 5 days, it's manageable, and if your boss doesn't give you off, hey listen, it's time for you to move on.
You need to move on, you need to quit that job.
You need to move on.
Now, when is the trip going to take place?
Now it's going to take place the 18th of August.
Okay.
Competition ends 31st of May. We will announce the winner the middle of June, and then there's preparation time. Leave on the 18th of August, back on the 22nd. So as Riaan says, it's really 3 days the guy's got to take off work, and he's gonna, or she is going to be back at work on the Monday morning with a lot
beautiful tan,
a lot to tell his fellow,
a lot of stories, I'm sure.
Workers,
for me, it is when I think of the Madagascar trip, when we talk about it now, it was one day where, I had to cross this 40-kilometer passage, and the whales were coming past me every 2-3 minutes, just popping up alongside me. Wow. And I was paddling towards the island, and in the beginning, I was so fearful. I remember my heart beating so fast, and I said, I can't get hurt over here. I've invested so much in this journey. And by the end of the day, when the whales were still coming past me, I was a kilometer away from shore, and I was saying, I wish this day just wouldn't end. I just wish it wouldn't end. I hadn't seen another human being, but I had interaction with 40 whales just on that stretch. So they're going to feel the same way.
Yeah.
That sounds so exciting. But I think a lot of people might be watching and think, that sounds a little dangerous. How are you going to ensure that these people are safe?
No, my experience with the whales also, number one, we don't go chasing whales. That's absolutely what we don't do. We interact, we're in their environment, we literally float around. So we don't go chasing whales. It's the first thing we won't do. And then also just with the calves, it is awkward to have the calves in between you and the mothers, and we'll make sure we don't get people in the wrong position. And then it's very, very, very easy to see the boisterous juveniles. It's normally the males, and that's the only dangerous thing. Otherwise, humpback whales are relaxed and calm. They're not even like a southern right that is a lot more energetic. So hopefully I'm going to be able to bring them all back in one piece. But listen, if you are sitting and you're busy thinking, shuck, should I enter this? Maybe it's not up my alley. I tell you what, you're going to regret it if you don't enter and you don't win this competition. The people must come, they'll be safe.
Am I allowed to enter?
And you will have to answer
I
that.
put you on the spot there. You can just tell me later.
But we'd love just people to also just get in touch with us, or they can mail me or tweet me and just tell me what they dream about, you know, and what they've dreamt about seeing in Madagascar.
Now this is happening in August. What are you getting up to after August? I mean, we always expect these epic adventures from you. What do you have planned for the rest of the year?
We've got great, Andy's a keen mountain biker, so I know he's got a few mountain biking races planned. But for myself, we've got a lot of opportunity with some international TV stations, and it looks like we'll be at the South Pole this summer. And then next year, we have something in the line of Alaska and doing something with animals, so I'm excited about that. But I hope that these television opportunities come about. I hope that South Africa gets their own proper Bear Grylls and publicize more about what our culture of being outdoorsy is really about.
Yeah, I hope we get our very own Bear Grylls too. So fingers crossed, and we hope to have you back when those projects are confirmed. Andy, tell us one last time how everyone can enter the contest.
Okay, it's participating bottle stores. So you go into your favorite bottle store, you find your bottle of 3 ships, you ask for the entry code, which you will be given. You then dial it into the number which they will give you as well. Or in a participating bar or tavern, the same, you will just go and buy your tot, your drink of 3 Ships whiskey. Again, get the participating code, which you will dial into the number which you will be given, and that way you're registered onto in for the draw, which will take place on early in June, with the winner notified mid-June.
And it doesn't cost any money except for the cost
except
of the
buying the bottle or the
tot.
tot. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, thank you both for coming in.
Cheers, thanks for having us.
Thank you.